and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 images. And after that, you launch the Word document, and then new document pops open like this. Once you have it open, some of you might notice that my version is different from your version. This is older version, so interface might look different in your computer. But what we can do is pretty much the same. So I go to layout. I choose the right orientation. You see all my files are usually vertical files. So I'm gonna choose the orientation of portrait. However, if you have a file and images that is all horizontal, you can choose the landscape, which is a horizontal version. So I'm gonna go back to portrait. You can put images in 3 different ways or 2 different ways. Basically, you can go to insert, and then you can choose photo, and then you can choose picture from file, or you can use the other option too. But you really have to know where your files and where your folders are. So I have mine way back, PDF demo. So I choose the very first one, insert it. So it sits in the right place like that. I want it to be a little bigger, then you can drag it a little or not. Yeah, so this is how you place it. And make sure when you're putting the next image, you click right next to the image. So you see the image is selected by in this blue lined rectangular shape. Make sure you don't select it. So deselect it and then press enter or return and move into new row or new page and insert the next image by, if you go to home here, home button here, that you can see this menu. You can choose picture here, and also you can choose a picture from file. And again, you have to know where your folders and files are and choose PDF demo, the folder that you have, and insert it. Okay, this is one way to do it. And the other way to do it is you drag, you click the file, click and drag. You drag the file right next to it or behind, underneath it. And once you do that, I'm gonna make it a little smaller, and then make sure you deselect it by clicking right next to it. I'm gonna make it bigger again to fill the whole paper. And then I'm gonna choose next one, put another image, and then I'm gonna put another image in the next page like that. And I want the last picture a little smaller like this. So you have this whole Word document set up. So once you have it done, you can save it as, or save your document, which is PDF demo. And if you want to have it as a PDF file, you can save it as, and make sure that you choose PDF file over here. And PDF demo, I'm gonna say one because I have another file, and save it. So your file is saved in your folder. I usually save it in the same folder as the images, but it's your choice. If you don't have any Word document, you can use other application. But Google Doc is actually easier way to do it than the other application that either Windows provides or Apple provides. So I'm gonna go to Google Doc. If you have Google account, everybody can get it. And it's actually, I prefer to use Google Doc because it auto saves everything. There's no chance of losing files at all. So I really like Google Doc a lot. So you have to click the new blank document over here. Make sure you label it. Internet is a little slow, so it's going very slow. So make sure you label your document all the time. So PDF demo. And it's the same thing. You can either insert, you can insert image, unload from the computer, and And then you also have to know where your folder is. It's a little slower because the internet. And I want it to be small, you can drag it small. You want it to be big, then you can drag it big. When you're putting the next image, make sure you deselect the image and starting from the next row. You can also just drag and drop. Drag and drop. Other thing you can do the same thing in the in Word document, but you can also edit the image. So you can crop the image if the image is a little too big or it's not cropped properly in your digital documentation. You can crop it, and it crops automatically. Also, it can let me see. You can choose image option. You can choose adjustment, which I wouldn't do too much in this application, but you can do a little bit of brightness and contrast. You can also rotate, 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 and rotate. You can do that. So that's another good thing about Google Doc, although Word document has most of this feature as well. And then I'm going to just drop another image over here. So I have 3 images. If you have all these 3 images, and I'm gonna just drop 2 more images just to make it same. See, if the cursor is in the front, image goes before this image. So make sure that your cursor is in the back of this image, or before this, right here, and then add an image, drag. Oops, again, I'm sorry, I put it in the before, So if you don't like the format of it, you can just undo it by going to File, I'm sorry, not that file, File over here, or Edit, Undo, you can undo. So the last image that I dropped is gone. You can also undo one more time. You can undo it that way, or you can just press Command Z if you're using Apple. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do it in Windows. So make sure your row is starting from there, and then you choose the file and drag and drop, and you make sure this is here, and then you start from there. Start from the cursor. You go there. Go there. Okay, good. That's the last image that I'm gonna add. There you go. So once you have this all image ready, I will go to File. You can download it because it automatically saves. You don't have the save option, but you can just go download and you can choose PDF document. And in Apple computer, it usually goes to download. So it downloaded over here. But it can go anywhere in the folder that is your computer decides. So make sure which folder it goes to. So if it's in the download, I'm gonna move it back to the folder that I have everything over here. So you can unload it on your discussion board after this. I'm gonna open this file. There you go. So that's how you make a PDF file of many different images at once. And I made a mistake over here. And make sure you don't have that in your folder, in your file. Okay, bye.